normal. In law, if you carry somebody's, write anything out, and another person copy paste it, it's called plagiarism. It is culpable. You will go to jail for it. So he said, please can you mute? He will only have his name. That's the first one like this. This guy did. Because Mr. Mi once said they must, after he does it, I think he must check with him, publish it. The first one this guy did, the first one, he sent it to me, not to me. I didn't proofread it. I didn't know anytime. He only did it. He only wrote it out. He published it on his page. So when he published it on it, and he wrote PR, the fact that Gurexi saw PR, people resist it. I want button to maintain. Bloggy. Crown yẹn tí ó ṣe kó èmi náà mọ gbogbo ẹ̀ nìyẹn èbú ìbápọ̀ because Gurexi feels I'm the one, or that credit is that glory is going to. Meanwhile, Gurexi, the hotel they are in Abuja, Imam Asireguni, is if not for my friend paying, if not for my friend, if everybody is like them, say Baba will get to break it any. Say maybe to I'll be doing I want to be known. I want to be seen like Gurexi then. I want to, you understand, I'll be blocking them. I'll be saying Baba should be talking to me. His life is not like that. Life is not like that.
Hello, Yeye Kudi. Sorry, hi Yeye Kudi. They said you called me. So sorry. I said you got gift coming in 394, 300 from Papariano.
Oh, Papiriano.
That's right.
Papiriano. Hey, okay. Oh, I thought he doesn't like me, new. Thank you.
He likes it, just that me and him had argument one time. I fought him because of what he said.
Okay. Thank you, Papiano. God bless you. You understand? So it's not about, thank you so much. I appreciate, thank you. It's not about who does it, who doesn't do it. That's how the next thing, they abuse me, abuse K-Crown. He got to get into K-Crown's head in here. He tampered with his self-esteem. And all what K-Crown wrote, do you know they carried it now and took it, Gurexi took it to Punch and removed that guy's name, and they presented it as their work. They only changed some things, exactly what he wrote. From then, he tampered with K-Crown's self-esteem. No, you don't do that. And when that was going on, I expected Mr. Miwa to correct the public and say, no, I appointed this guy as PR. Mr. Miwa never did till tomorrow. Exactly what they did to Moses. Till tomorrow. Though I don't care about Moses. No more. Mr. Miwa never. The 200,000 Moses got, it was Aries that told Baba to give it to Moses for logistic, all the way from Abuja to Lagos, what he was doing. When they blocked Moses as a thief, Mr. Miwa was meant to come out and say, no. No. That's not what happened. Aries, all of them, they were meant to, correct it. Nobody did. It was Bossman that was worried about it and brought him to my platform, and I only needed to ask the truth. What happened? Okay, and I corrected the notion on the social media that no, this guy didn't. The money they instructed to give him, official logistic in it. Kujali, Mr. Miwa, when they talk ill, blog and say ill things about people doing this justice for more. Until tomorrow, this has affected Moses and Mr. Miwa's relationship. Only that Moses is not a speaker. That's why many of you did not see his anger. Because you know series is against Mr. Miwa. The reason when you see people rebellious, ask what is the genesis of the story. Gurexi is tampering with all these people's mental states, and it is unfair. He needs to stop. I mean, Sami, why you can't allow them be blogging, insulting people that are doing justice for more? It must stop. If not, you people will do it by yourselves. You will chase many people away. They that shit. Some of us, God gave us voice. Some of us, God gave us underground to be able to plan. Some of us, God gave us the spirit of Gurexi. And all this, it works together to bring justice for me. If you people had allowed K-Crown to be a PR, it wouldn't have affected Gurexi's being in Abuja with Babana and be taking, what did they go and check yesterday? No, Kobe and everything. Does it stop it from him being in the hotel? Does it stop him from him going into the studio to talk? Does it stop him from going to TBC with Baba? No. And stop saying what other people can't shine in this matter. When Falano and this person, they were doing justice for Timothy and Oriyomi, Ototoni, the space for Oriyomi's Timothy's brother, Otoni, Yahweh Otoni, Mama Otoni, the public Otoni, but Falano Ototoni. It must stop. You are chasing people away from justice for more. And you people are destroying this thing that is meant to be justice for more. The focus, the distraction is too much. That's how they gave it to K-Crown, join people. Because when K-Crown published it that day, I will never forget, he came to my platform to also read it. It be many people in here, especially Kuresi. When they see you with me, they are paying. They will not be taking a BA. Kudi wants to receive glory for what? Ni pe eyan se nkan ni 10,000 naira per month. Ó fẹ́ ra data fi ṣe nkan. Ṣé owó nìyẹn fún mi ni àbí pé nǹkan tó kọ tó jẹ́ ọkọ PR bàbá? Ṣé ìyẹn PR yẹn are they paying him? No. No. Mr. Miwa, not that day I was boiling. I was boiling because I shared that is PRA, what he wrote. I was boiling. I was boiling. In fact, I told this guy, Lady Ryan and Bossman, later on. I could remember I was just sending them the messages. It was later. They didn't believe when I said Guresi Lowa Labe Oroi that is destroying things. They didn't believe. I won't forget it. I will say it. But later on, we feel to our one. Guresi Lowa Labe to manipulate on down Konru. For joy on the channel. When Guresi get to them, I wasn't there with them again. No, since that time to date, that's way back February. Till date, I stopped talking to all of them in camera. Aside Bossman and later, I still talk to them. Mr. Miwa stopped. It was later I learned Guresi said there are many people that are doing. I think he has that kind of voice. There are many people that I think K-Crown was aware. They said it in front of him. He gave me feedback.
Yeah, I was on that day. I was on that live that day that Gurexi ridiculed K-Crown. I was on that live that day. because K-Crown came up and said that he was the PR. And you know that due to that issue that with that spending money and the rest, people do not like K-Crown. They don't like anybody that is with Kudi as at that time. Even Bossman said it's bad that people start liking Bossman. So because of that, Grexy was with those people that had seen Arifa and Westo and Co. You understand? So because of that, he now said that it's a lie that they just say that he's not the PR, that K-Crown was not the PR. Even on that day, I was even telling K-Crown, please don't come back to this live because they will gang up and they will insult you. I was on that live. Even Bossman was there that day, was viewing through the FYP. So that hate that Grexy has for K-Crown is not today.
Thank God, you see, I wasn't there, but K-Crown, show Bobo, read it, make sure people blog it. It is that anger, the boy carry on. I'm telling you, the ridicule was too much. Taba mi gan, boy me now. Taba mi. But do I care? No. The only way I could help my mind and my conscience was never to have anything to do with Mr. Miwa, because it was Mr. Miwa that gave him that title, PR, in front of me and my lawyer friend. And it's not like it was not forced, it was done smoothly. But you see, Mr. Miwa couldn't even come to say, no, I put this boy there because Guresi is like that. Ele imagine come about kere jowu. Mélòó ló fẹ́ ṣetán nínú ẹ̀? Mélòó gan ló fẹ́ jẹ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Mélòó ló fẹ́ jẹ nínú ẹ̀? So they are the people, more or less, they are causing issues. Even this money issue, Guresi purposely teamed up with Baba, with Westo them. And that is the reason why I refused when they brought GoFundMe to me. I said, no, all of you teamed up with Westo. Hello, ba Westo ko ba iresi oyin. Gbàmí mama rò pé ń ṣèkà fún èèyàn wá ní mò ń bọ̀ wá lolúwa wí. Mama rò pé you people are hurting people. At the end of it, Guresi àti Westo lágò mọ́ra wọn lórí aláàsì ni. Because ìkíṣí ló pa wọ́n pọ̀, ọ̀tẹ̀ ló pa wọ́n pọ̀. Anywhere they see Yeye Kudi, wọ́n fẹ́ dìtẹ̀, wọ́n fẹ́ ṣèkà. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fi ògúlútú, wọ́n fi àjàtúkà lọ́lọ́run sọ sáàrin yín. They were the ones. They gang up to say Yeye Kudi should leave that money. Meanwhile, I was soliciting that the remaining of that money should go to Baba Mo's Access Bank. And that was the basic soliciting. The remaining should go to Baba Mo's account so that we can use it towards justice for more. You know what their problem is? As long as to them, that money was raised on Yeye Kudi's platform. But it can be raised on other people's platform and Yeye Kudi is not raising a brow. Go and check yourselves. Go and change your ways. Go and check yourselves. Go and change your ways. If everybody was like you, if I was like you people, Baba won't even be with Brekete. Because the way you people, especially you, Guresi, do stuff, I won't introduce you people. I won't make it work. I will be doing barricading. I'll be doing that blocking this one. Let this one not receive glory. And when you are doing that, we can't achieve anything. Because if everybody bring out their potential and what they have, the sky will not contain us. The sky will not contain us. That place you went to Itukwobi now. That place you went to Itukwobi now. Will you be in that place? If not, people like us, Baba, that my friend had to travel all the way. I learned some of you are saying that my friend is dating Baba, what's his name? Mr. Miwa. You are talking from some of you have infection in the brain. I'm angry towards her because of K-Crown, because she was leaning more on Guresi in their side against K-Crown, and that made me feel betrayed. But doesn't mean I will lie on her. Date Mr. Miwa for what? She's happily married. Nonsense. She's the rich girlfriend to Mr. Miwa. Lie. She's happily married. In fact, her husband doesn't know she's involved in all these things. Her husband doesn't know she's involved because the man is a big man that Mr. Miwa. They have never seen each other before. She's happily married with children. Nikini. She's only a helper. She's not one of those irresponsible, useless people. And have you people ever seen Mr. Miwa before? Mr. Miwa is a pastor. It's not only Ranu too. Only that it's not good with Gracie together. Mr. Miwa is not. He's a pastor. Have you people did see him the day he went to NMS? Say the people won't join the Tole Kowoja and Tole Mashishino. And my friend, if you know her, she's Muslim to the core. She's a lawyer and she is happily married. Her husband not be all this nonsense. So, she rubbish person. No. All those stories they are telling you people. Please go and check it again. It's all lies. It's all lies. She's happily married. Only okotie. Hey, hello, ni jekari. Samiwa is not can share anything. Can share any business where it's all justice for Moyi. No bring her into. She wanted to be doing it through me. She insisted through me. Because say any rubbish there. Do you know who she is? Let me not be boasting for her. Cannot they talk to her? She's not any rubbish person. Why you people lying on her? No matter what I see, that is, or great and or Kekran lo Jekin Binusi. But where she has anything to do with Mr. Miwa, lie. God forbid. Lie. She's married, Gidi. And she's all these decent people with good job. Forget it, oh. You know how much she's doing all this thing. Every time I get my phone on her behalf, I told you people a little bit of it now. She's the one that she wanted to be doing it through me and she insists that it must be through me. I told her, no, it's not possible. I can't be doing intermediary. If it's Gracie will block it here, we start block and be wanting to. I don't have that time. Now they talk. I can't. I don't have time. And I'm happy. It's like that. So that things can flow and everybody will laugh last. This is a sad story. But this justice for Mo is something that we at least, all of us can move on. The Wàhàla is too much. And justice for Mo, all of us can move on after getting justice for Mo. But enough of all these things. That's my own advice towards this matter. Please, people should leave Ayaminka. And when you see her Dex, ask her what is wrong. Maybe she will tell you. And I will advise you people that you are hurting because of what Gracie or Mr. Miwa maybe have done or is doing. So please, this doesn't go to Aries, so I'm not sending Aries. That's our business. All you people that I'm talking about, I beg you, Baba, the man is in a vulnerable state. Anybody need Baba, believe. Just think well. Take it easy. Take your time. If you have the time, call him. And if you don't have the time, maybe you are concerned. Maybe talk to somebody that you know that is close to you and be able to get an answer. Please, I want to beg you people. Emma Binusi Baba, help him to achieve. Help him to achieve this justice for Mohbad. Please, I beg you people. is this one? Why are you saying that it's senseless? Temidi, are you talking to me? Abe lomi leni imba wini. Temidi, are you talking to me? Please, say me leni imba sorope you are senseless. Did you call out EOD? Please confirm this.
I don't even know the person, but I'll block the person. Anybody that is talking like this is from Aries.
Wait. No, that's not how to go about things. No, it's not every time.
It's the person is still repeating the statement. See.
No, wait now. Who is EOD? You are more than senseless. If they sent you, you are more than senseless. Call out EOD. Who is the person? Calling her out for what? Calling her out for what? Senseless MF. Omuali jati. How can you come here and call somebody senseless? How senseless can you be? You use fake ID contact.
Aries platform. These people from Aries platform.
You useless MF. If you want to talk and you don't have evidence of what you are saying, or you don't know how to type, and you are senseless, your head is porous, then go back and retype with like someone that is sensible.
It's even a fake account.
Exactly. Fake account, only confidence. Calling out to. So then you need more in your who is the person you are talking about? If you want to ask question, come with a real question that makes sense and come with your face and ask me and I will answer you. So Boina Lorini, Womuali, Jati. So put your senseless. Don't block the person now. Maybe the person can show the true identity.
No, I did not block her. I did not block the person.
Come here and be saying that you call out to idiots. Well, we are talking about important people in justice for more. We are talking about Ayaminka. They are more important to me. Anybody that can do all what they've done, that rally makes sense to me. We are talking about to alive, living things. You are asking me, you are talking, saying that someone is senseless. You are talking to yourself. MF. Bombastic element. Ragamuffin.
So, Kudi.
Oh, my sweetheart.
I don't know why I'm laughing. As you're laughing, I'm laughing. Kudi. The thing is that there's a lot going on right now with the Justice for Mohbad stuff. You know, it's a lot. A lot of people are frustrated. A lot of people are expecting. And it's been more than we're just in the 9th month. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a roller coaster. A lot of people have been involved. A lot of people fell out of this. A lot of people are still holding up to still fighting for this justice for Mohbad. We're still on this journey, you know? And we've gone through the thick and thin of it. We're still expecting a lot of things.
Not 9 months, 10 months.
10 months. Okay, thanks for that correction. We're 10 months right now. So, you know, we're still juggling and it's still there. And I can understand the curiosity because a lot of people want to know what's going on. And sometimes the lack of information makes them very curious, very agitated, very angry. And then even with a pinch of information, some people change it, some people just run with it because they don't have it. So you cannot control the crowd and you cannot control the information. Sometimes I don't have information myself. But one thing I will never do with Justice for Mohbad because of the fact that we've been here for a long time and we've seen the damages it has caused not having enough information, right? It's unbelievable, you know? So people come up with a lot of narratives and all of that. And you have to bear in mind that we have a lot of people who are already mixed up in this whole Justice for Mohbad, right? People who are actually not fighting for...
This person is commenting again on this page.
Koya, block the person. I think the person is a useless person. Just block the person. Fake ID.
You know, so it's been huge. You know, so many questions are being asked, and so many people want to see the results of the questions that they are asking. And I think when I started this Justice for Mohbad, I always say it, if you have questions, put it there. Go to the host that you trust, the host that you know, send them a DM. You know what I mean? Send them a DM. When they are up, come and meet them. The hosts, they are not gods. They are not gods. Anybody can host. Being able to host is not a privilege or a right. Anybody can host. The fact that you're hosting means you want to build a community, but you also have to understand that you have to know your mission or the reason why you're building that community is for you to give that information or analyze the issue at hand. But a lot of things have happened and spiraled out of control. And I will say this. There's some people who are not supposed to be on TikTok that are still on this TikTok, and a lot of chaos going on. I think for once we have to put and keep our eyes on the prize. You understand? It is not over. It is not over. We're still on. It is not over. And that's the frustration that I'm saying that when people lack information, when they're asking questions and nobody's answering them, or even when you answer them, they feel you're not doing enough. Oh, that shouldn't be like this. Oh, if I was there, I would have done differently. I would have done. See, I want to say something tonight, which I'm going to say on my platform, because in a few hours I'll be going on my platform.
Okay.
Everybody
is back.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm back. Thank you, Kudi. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, so I'm back. God bless you, Kudi. I'm back. You see, the reason being that I was never incommunicado. Let me put it that way. But I was just not here. Let me say it that way. I enjoy what is going on because we saw this coming, and over time it's going to be a ripple effect, which is very sad. You understand? It's just going. It keeps going and going and going. But like I said, the lack of information. A lot of people know too much. I know too much. If I had done it like this, if they have allowed me, if I want to do this, nobody has anything on Baba Mohbad. Okay. He's there for you to assist him.
True.
So
take note of what she's saying.
Yeah.
I love that word. Nobody has any pin or anything.
Anything on Baba Mohbad. Anything on him. Yeah, any hold. Yeah, any hold on Baba Mohbad.
Listen.
There is no monopoly on Baba Mohbad. He's open. He's an open person. He's there. Anybody can reach out to him. I can even ask a 6-year-old child to call him right now, and Baba Mohbad will pick up the phone and talk to that person. We have to understand he's the father of the deceased. He's reachable. Hence, anybody can reach him. So when you hear things like, we can't reach Baba Mohbad because of certain people, it breaks my heart. It's false. It's a lie. Anybody can reach out to help. Now, if they don't agree to your terms or your help or your assistance, then that's between you and Baba Mohbad and whoever. You understand? It's got nothing to do with the people who are working with them. For example, if I choose to call Baba Mohbad and Baba Mohbad feels I can help him and he decides to allow me, that doesn't mean the next person who is coming and Baba Mohbad does not allow you, then it's my fault. It's not my fault.
So for
it's not my fault.
Because Mr. Miwa didn't take on board the lawyer Bankole. Sorry, because me mama Soroboshe.
Yeah, it could be.
Doesn't mean that it is the people that
exactly
is communicating with that.
No, I have nothing to. The funny thing is that even the Bankole and Smith, I think Bossman is here. There was a time I was asking, are they ready to do the job? Can they do it? At some point, it was like chaos, right? Baba Mohbad needed help. I didn't care where the help was coming from. I really didn't care. And I think so many people did not care. At that point, he needed help. How can we help him? Right? I also went through the whole thing of how the lawyers, that they made the decision to bring the lawyers that they brought. Right? I did not contract those lawyers. I didn't bring them on board. But I worked with what Baba Mohbad had. Was I comfortable with that? I cannot even answer that here. Because I wanted the particular lawyer, the person in question, to be in Nigeria. I was worried myself. I wanted Barrister Odumosu. I thought Barrister Odumosu would be in Nigeria. But personally, will I say Barrister Odumosu is a nice person? Of course. Will I say he has been forthcoming with information? Absolutely. But would that have been my choice? That's for me to answer that question. And I'll keep it aside. Okay, because that's not the issue right now. We now have a new son. When I say we, it's all of us. All of us collectively. All of us, even the people on your comment section. It's all of us. As long as you're willing to assist Baba Mohbad, or let me not even bring Baba Mohbad in, because please, Baba Mohbad is not even the issue. Let's put him aside. As long as you're fighting this justice for Mohbad, that's what I came for, not for Baba Mohbad.
Exactly.
So when somebody is saying you have a hold on Baba Mohbad, I laugh because you're a joker. I have a hold on justice for Mohbad. Okay? Just like every other person, we want to make sure that this young man, that justice is served, and this young man is buried accordingly. Has a befitting burial eventually, and that justice will be served. We've all been here for justice for Mohbad, not justice for Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad happens to be he's not the accused person. That was the way I was looking at it initially, right? He's not the accused person. He's not the person that he could be called upon as a witness because of what he saw and because he went to the house. But he's not really the onus operandi. He's not the person per se that they're looking at. It's the state versus the accused persons right now, and versus the people that they're calling to the coroner inquest. It's got nothing to do with Baba Mohbad. Do you understand? But Baba Mohbad, on the other hand, also has lost his son. Okay? He has lost his son. So it's beginning to look like, hey, Baba Mohbad, if you don't do this thing, if we lose this justice, if we lose this, we will blame you. You think he came into this to lose?
No.
He did not. He came here to win, and we all came out to assist him. And if you cannot assist him, then just stay in a corner. Because the truth is, am I satisfied with what is going on sometimes? Well, I would leave it like that. But I would say one thing. I have never relented, regardless of what the result is. There is always that in-house fighting where I don't come to social media to talk about it because it's going to cause a lot of chaos. But I can make my own phone call and ask, what happened? Why did this happen? Why did this person act like this? Why was this question answered like this? What can we do better? How can we navigate this? How can we control this? How can we do our best? Please, that does not mean that I have a hold on Baba Mohbad. I hardly talk to Baba Mohbad.
Same here.
But I'm on the case. And that's what concerns me. And I'm sure that's what concerns you, Kudi.
Yeah.
And all of us on this justice for Mohbad. So, I'm not going to pay attention to so many things, but I'm going to say this. As long as we all here, and God has given us the day, every day after day, let us put in our best in every way we can to assist the fight for justice for Mohbad.
Yes, please.
Okay? Reach out if you can to whoever you can reach out to that can assist with this justice for Mohbad. Regardless, you can play your part. I can go to Baba Mohbad. I can go to Mr. Muyiwa.
Can I just quickly answer? If
Go ahead.
Soradi Baba cannot question the inactions of the lawyers, then we have a problem. When did that happen? When did that happen? The inaction that I noticed, I questioned it in February, and the lawyer, of course, they have a son now, which that's what is there now. So I do not think there's anything like inactions. Right now, they have just started the coroner inquest, and it is ongoing. There's no inaction here. Everything is very active. And they are, as far as we are seeing it, they are doing very well so far. Please go ahead.
That's right. There are some things now we're a bit, I wouldn't say more relaxed, but the son is doing what they can do and what they need to do. And like I said, we're all, when it comes to us being worried, everybody is worried. Just like yourself, just like myself. We want to see results. Just like you're asking, I'm not sitting on the front page of Wahab Shitu. I'm not sitting San Wahab Shitu. I'm not sitting in front of him. I don't go to his office every day. I'm hoping that he's able to do that. Because if he's not, I will drag as well. If he's not, I will say something about it. But he's doing it. He's working. He's working. And so if I find flaws or there are things that are not happening.
There were many untimely lapses you meant to write, or lapses in their responses. And I bet what you're talking about is when they could not, the crime scene, they couldn't, they don't have the address, they couldn't respond, or the lawyer that represented them wasn't able to respond to the judge's, the magistrate's question regarding if there were new facts to allow them go to the crime scene. Okay, now the question still remains. When that happened, we spoke up. I personally analyzed it and I was like, no, that should not have happened. Mind you, the son wasn't there. So I don't know why it happened like that. And also, Odumosu's daughter, who is a lawyer too, probably, I don't know if she was there, they were meant to do it right. So when we spoke up, and I bet it wouldn't happen the next inquest, but we spoke up on that. The son wasn't there, so I do not think we are not speaking up. I do not think the lapses aren't noticed. We are following it bumper to bumper. And when we see lapses, I for one, I air it out. And I know they hear us. They listen. You understand? I bet likes of Bossman, Lady Rana, Lagata, all, they also talk to Mr. Miwa to alert him and let him know that, no, this is not right.
Yeah, he was supposed to be there at the coroner inquest. That's what the people want. That's what we want as well, right? But he was there the other time. But for me,
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to answer that. No. But all I know is that those parts, there were some things that the magistrate wasn't really happy about, and they are working diligently towards it in the next inquest. I bet you'll see a lot of difference.
That's correct. That's correct. And then I don't know if the lawyer actually asked, the son actually said reasons why he wasn't there the last time, but it was glaring. Everybody knew he wasn't there. And that was something that we had talked about, that we want to see more of the son. That's the reason why he needs to be there. He needs to be there, So hopefully he'll be there at the next coroner inquest and all of that. Nothing is lost yet, you understand? And we pray that, we're all hopeful. And sometimes when we see things like that, we're not happy about certain things as well, and corrections. And they are open to that. They are open to corrections. They are open to your thoughts. They are open to criticism. They are open because that's how they help themselves as well. You know what I mean? So it's not easy. Something that we have all, do you know how many people on social media talking about this? A lot of questions, a lot of things that have been unanswered, a lot of questions. And that's the thing that they are going through as well. So they have like their PI and all of that, right? I guarantee you there's a lot that has been happening. There's something that came out in the Punch. I don't know if it's been released. I don't know. I have to confirm that. I have to confirm, and I'll send it to you if it's out there. I think they were talking about, about this.
About DNA.
Yes. The settlement and all of that concerning the DNA and all of that. So, you know how these things can spiral out of control. If you don't say it properly, they just see the heading. Some people will be like, oh, they're settling and all of that. So, which is why we want to take the time to analyze these things and then keep, pressing and pick other people's brain on what they think about it and still take it to them. So now I'm not going to be using the word take it to them. You guys can also take it to them. Because many of you have their contact. Many of you can help out. So in any way you can help out and stop blaming other people who are trying to do that. Okay? Do not blame people who are trying to do that. Nobody has a hold on this justice for Mohbad. It's not a monopoly thing. We're all here together, scratching each other's brains.
Miss a point. In what way? What point have they not missed? I don't understand what you're saying. Mr. God, don't come here to write things that are irritating. Are we talking about Wunmi? Is it justice for Wunmi or justice for Mohbad? Please, that's it. We are talking about justice for Mohbad. It's not about Wunmi. It's about Mohbad. Okay? What Wunmi's lawyer never missed a point. Have they represented Mohbad regarding his autopsy or his toxicology? Are we talking about that? We're talking about fact finding, and it is right now at that point where they are still doing fact finding in terms of inquest. It doesn't have anything to do with missing a point. Which point? Is it justice for Wunmi or justice for Mohbad? Please continue.
Like I said, it doesn't matter. Anybody can type those missing a point or not, because I know whether maybe we should understand where those kind of comments is coming from.
But it's even out of point.
So if they're not missing a point, will be there. Are you there? At the end of the day, it's not even over. It's not over yet, right?
People that are representing him, they are these ones we are talking about. So
exactly. So
what,
I don't know Wumi's lawyer, but the thing is that that's what it is, right?
I have not missed a point. Point on what?
Yeah. Please leave that comment, because I can also type there and say, Mohbad's lawyer has not missed a point. I could also type that there. You understand? So, it doesn't really matter.
Sometimes when they are typing, it will seem like Wunmi has a representative for Mo. There's no representative regarding this inquest for Mo, regarding this justice for Mohbad. Wunmi. So it is Baba Mohbad that has representative, and who is the father of the disease, and also his representatives are San Odumos
Wahab. And Wahab Shitu.
Yes, and I said San Odumos Wahab Shitu and Odumosu's daughter.
Exactly. So yes, it is what it is. And like I said, the case is still ongoing. People expect to see a lot of results. Our expectations are high as well. The case is still there. Our expectations are high. There are things that we cannot control. But there are things also that I hope to see that the legal team should be doing. You know what I mean? Like, we need to see those results. There are questions that we are asking that a lot of people are asking, and we're asking as well, and they're working on it. They're working on it regardless. That's what I was told, that they're working on certain things that have not even been to the public. Like we can see now, this DNA thing, right? A lot of people don't know what happened, right? And now they have already published it. So it's for us, whoever has it can come out truthfully, read about this. And if you have any concerns or you want to know more, you can reach out to Baba. You can also reach out to Mr. Muyiwa. You can reach out to anybody.
If she says working on it, you see, evidentially, many things are out there for you to know that. But of course, it's still a work in progress. If she said nothing is happening, she would have to say working on it. It's just still part of working on it. It's still a work in progress. But however, when it is time for the legal team or the representative to talk or to defend the case or to ask questions or to cross-examine, they are there doing it. However, it doesn't stop there. It is still working on it.
That's right. It's still a work in progress.
You don't pick points and do not listen to initial what was said. Don't just pick one thing and run with it and be saying working and you do your eyes like this. It's annoying. It's annoying. Don't let me turn to, what's this man's name? Sowolu, that was so upset when they told him, so far you people have not done anything. That was shortly after the demise of Mo. It was already 3 months and nothing was forthcoming. People were wondering, and the Igbo lady asked him, and he was so aggressive. He was so angry, like, oh, you people are not even applauding what we've done so far. We had to take this thing out of the country. We have blah, blah, blah. The police people are not seeing what we... That's what you are doing. Because sometimes when people, okay, are you blaming Lady Rai for even trying to talk to you, the public, to explain how far? It's a work in progress. He wouldn't tell you people that, oh, it's done. We have done everything. How? Until justice for Mohbad is over, it will still be, we are working on it. They are working on it. That's what you'll be hearing. Please go ahead.
Somebody asked that they need action. They want to see action. I want to see action as well. I don't want to waste my time on this as well. I want to see action just like you. But there are processes, procedures, and things going on that I don't have control over. I cannot push Wahab Shitu. I can only listen to what they say he has to say. Do you understand? I can only work with what they have to work with.
No, this sounds the behave.
Exactly. You can't push them. No matter what you ask. Yeah.
He will tell you my clinical years of experience.
Exactly. So
you are a layman, but him is his jurisdiction, is his expert in it. He's 4 years of experience, so he will probably not listen to the way we are agitated. We are. They are not looking at it. And exactly. Them in Nigeria, go and ask anybody. It's very slow.
Yeah, very slow, very slow. And you have to understand that that's his learned colleague as well, because whatever it is, they know how the system works and they know what they're doing. Now, this is the thing, though. I can eat yam from my plate that has no yam. It's very easy for me to say to you, oh, I can do this, I can do that. But the truth is, when the process starts, if I ask you to come join the process, you're still going to experience the same thing. Yeah, Kudi. You see, when we used to come on live, right, we'll talk about certain things. People will be pointing their fingers and all of that. You guys are this, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. I just laugh at them. Because what I do is I am the person who takes their story to where I'm supposed to take it to, right? If you can, do it yourself. I'm like a messenger, and yet I'm being poked. You know what I mean? Okay. So I take it, these are the concerns of the people. Because it's very important. If the people had not screamed, forget this justice today. If they had not come out to support Baba Mohbad when he cried, forget this justice today. I came out when Wunmi cried, actually. Not when Baba Mohbad cried. I came out when Wunmi cried because I thought that when she said, you have your trophy, I'm like, really? Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and all of those things circulating before I started seeing, oh, okay, Baba Mohbad came out and said his piece. Now, that is the issue on ground. There are certain things we cannot change. When the DNA is going on, when they are meeting, we're not there. I can't control those things. You can't control anything. We can only sit back and wait. Yeah. And if somebody comes and goofs, we are angry because we want you to be able to do what you were asked to go do. Not only that, being paid for. So I'm equally angry.
Think ahead of even us because
exactly
that's your field.
Exactly. But the thing is, when the mess happens or something goes left, you're still poking the people who they're not even there. They don't know what happened. They were not there.
But Baba is not lying. Nobody has been found culpable. That's the question they asked him. Baba was like, if anybody abused.
Exactly.
He said no. But that is the truth. Who has been sued? Nobody. They are still doing inquest. Do you know what inquest means? Nobody is culpable yet. They are still fact-finding. They have, in fact, the corona inquest still led us to nobody being culpable because it is inconclusive, undetermined. So Baba is right. No, nobody has been sued until when they find 1, 2 persons, 3, 4 persons culpable. That is when you say someone has been charged to court for
absolutely
murder or negligence, manslaughter, anything they call it. I don't know. It depends.
Or maybe the person meant something else, maybe you'll be more elaborate on what you mean by Baba has not sued.
That was when they asked Baba question now.
Mama Mohbad, because Mama Mohbad said, Josie, you want to know what color Gumpa, do those talk. So they want them to sue Mama Mohbad. Let Baba just be suing Wunmi and everybody.
Okay, got you. And the petition, which is why Baba Mohbad has his lawyers, right? And that's the thing though. I want what you want to. But you see, when it comes to the legal aspect of it, it may not look the way you're seeing it. And the fact that somebody else is throwing in... Exactly. Exactly. And the fact that somebody is throwing in a petition, that could also mean their downfall. So don't think because somebody is throwing in petitions or throwing in stuff or saying things and you're not getting it back, doesn't mean that they are winning. Or it could be to their own detriment. It could be used against them also when they go to court.
I put into consideration that in everything that they are saying, the court or the judiciary or this legal representative are aware that Baba Mohbad is Mama Mohbad's mom and dad.
That's correct.
And they know that they are falling out. They of course, there's controversy and many other things happening in the family. So when they hear them talking like that, it won't even go as far as anywhere. It ends in their homes and to we online in-laws that are angry. Why is she talking like that? They are not taking it as anything because as far as they are concerned, they are both at loggerheads.
That's correct.
So it's nothing. It doesn't have. Was Baba Mohbad at the scene of the incident when his son died? No. Was Mama Mohbad there? No. In fact, they both went there together.
Exactly.
So all those things, of course, we know. So when they are busy each other, if it is spiritually, court doesn't take. It's inadmissible in the court of law because that is hearsay. It's not. You can't prove there is spiritually by person. It's not. It has to be medically. It must be either medically, like physically, gunshot. There's nothing like the by person spiritually. There's nothing like that, because those ones are hearsay. It's not admissible.
Yeah, somebody is saying that they should sue the Nigerian police. Is it a wise idea?
You see, it's like suing the police is suing the government, but it's an institution. Before you can do that, you have to have concrete evidence to show that they goofed. When they say they goofed, you know, their own part is that did they do the needful? It's just like when you sue the hospital, you know, was it their negligence that bite this patient? Do you understand? And the onus is on them. Or there's this thing we call clinical care. Duty of care is on them. And of course, they failed. So you can sue the hospital for the sudden demise of someone, your child or a person or your partner or spouse. In the area of the police, they can be sued. But